Tell me about this hat.
What about it? It's from a company called Lack of Color.
Lack of Color?
Yeah. They're an Australian company who makes really cool hats.
Is this the same Australian company you've been going on for years now?
I mean, I don't know if I've been going on. Every time you ask me about the hat, I say it's a company called Lack of Color. I don't know that I'm going on about them.
I'm just saying, I've just been hearing, okay, going on. Is this the same Australian company you've been getting hats from for a long time?
Yeah.
Work.
Why are you asking about my hat?
Because you're wearing a big hat, and of course I'm going to ask about it.
It's a statement piece.
It is. I made a statement asking a question.
I made the statement.
Actually, it doesn't make any sense. I made a statement asking a question. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
This is my constant life with you. You not making sense. And me trying to...
Yeah, I don't make sense because I make dollars. I make dollars, mama. I don't make sense.
We get it. Monét the capitalist queen. We know.
Yes, honey.
We know.
I'm going to capitalize this pussy.
We know. We know. We see how you sell your soul to Paramount Plus and lie about your opinions on the pit stop.
I sure do. Because of what? Because they are lining my pockets. And y'all to quote E. Kane, y'all broke ass bitches. Y'all don't know how to do that shit. That's what I do.
Monét's kikiing, but she's giving me all the real tea right now. Y'all think Monét's kikiing?
I'm not kikiing. I am not kikiing. I'm dead ass.
But honey, when I do the pit stop, I give them the realness, and they still bring me back.
I'm dead ass. Yeah, and you get paid crumbs. You get paid cents. I get paid dollars.
I got paid 25% per episode, famously.
Yeah. So
everyone knows that.
It is what it is. It is.
I was putting on chapstick on TikTok the other day, and they gave me a warning for using tobacco. They thought I was vaping.
How do you know what the like? Does it say?
It says it on screen.
Yeah, I get in trouble all the time on TikTok. I don't know.
Well, mine was from a live, but when you go through and ask why, it'll tell you like the general gist of the warning. But they thought this was a vape
because they know you. Because they probably watch a podcast.
I do get caught vaping on TikTok accidentally quite often, and I do get warnings. And I was like, I wasn't even vaping this time.
I had to cuss Andy's ass out the fuck this morning about that vaping shit.
I would love to hear the actual conversation and then juxtapose with you saying I had to cuss Andy's ass out this morning.
So Andy woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to do his early gym thing, and he fell asleep I was watching TV downstairs, so I came into bed late, and he fell asleep with his fucking Kindle and his vape on the bed somewhere. When I go to bed, I moved the Kindle because I saw that. I didn't see the vape. So when he woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym, he's all in the bed. Then he proceeds to take his phone, put the flashlight on, and I said, Andy, are you kidding me? And he was like, have you seen my vape? I was like, no, I'm not seeing your vape. So then now he puts the flashlight off and pretending to want to cuddle me, but is really just searching under my pillow. I was like, Andy, if you don't get out of the bed, and you have to leave the bed right now, leave the bed. This is ridiculous. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And he left, which he had a backup vape the whole time. So I'm like, why are you even doing this? You have a backup vape. Use your backup vape.
He left without the vape?
What?
He left without the vape?
Yes.
I would have pulled the mattress out from underneath you.
I wish you would have. And first of all, you go in the room and you do, Jacob, wake up. So you nigga, you can even search for your vape because Jacob will fucking get your ass together.
First of all, Jacob would be like, baby, here's your vape.
No, Jacob, you'll be like, Jacob, this same scenario. Bob has left his vape in the bed and is now rustling through the bed looking for it while you're sleeping. What do you do?
I mean, I would be annoyed, but I also just don't think that's a situation where he would just leave a vape in the bed like that.
I don't know. Okay, we're taking out. This is what has happened. You're not thinking Bob and this is what has happened. He has left the vape in the bed and now he's rustling through the bed looking while at 5 o'clock in the morning while you were asleep.
Yeah, I mean, I would be annoyed by that. If that was a thing that he did, that would be annoying.
Thank you.
But Jacob would help me look for my vape because Jacob.
Don't speak for Jacob. Jacob, are you now waking up and helping Bob look for the vape?
No.
Jacob already has vape in his hand. Jacob
category closed.
Jacob has the backup vape. Jacob goes, well, I already have this vape here. Actually, that's something Jacob would be like, well, I already have. Actually, this is what probably would happen. If I did it one time, he'd be annoyed. But the second time, he'd be like, here's a backup vape. That's actually something Jacob would probably do.
Well, category, this is the first time. This is the first time it's ever happened to us too. Category closed. Jacob said no.
No, first of all, Jacob wakes up, does a little morning yoga. And then helps me look for the vape. And then goes, I love you so much. Thank you for being in my life.
Jacob shut that all the way down, honey.
And then I head over to my thing. And then I say, and then he would cook me like he cooked me this whole giant breakfast like every morning, like pancakes, sausage, egg, makes me a smoothie. And then he turns on the news for me. I watch the news. He brings it to me on the couch with this little tray that we put the food on. Brings me the morning paper. I click through it. And then he brings my slippers.
Yo, see, Bobby trying to give y'all that fake ass bullshit. Jacob be here the real though. Jacob said no.
Jacob, is that not what we do every morning, Jacob?
That is what we do every morning. You're correct.
Sure.
You got it.
But then we rotate. And then I do it for Jacob. But we have a house of equity. So then every other week we swap off. So then Jacob, I cook his breakfast. Oatmeal. Jacob prefers oatmeal though. Oatmeal.
You don't even know how to cook.
I learned to cook for Jacob. Actually, I cooked for Jacob a lot of times. I actually was on a chicken wing kick for a while when we first met. I was baking a lot of chicken wings. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Jacob?
I love air frying.
I do remember that. Yes.
And I would bake me and Jacob chicken wings, and I would make overnight oats for us.
I don't like a
cool
cold
lickles.
Oh my god, ew! I don't like a cold oatmeal.
Jacob, what was that, Jacob?
The Coolicles were gross.
But I didn't make them for you though.
I don't think you made them for me. I think you made them for yourself, and I was there, and I was a part
Jacob,
of it.
I had you in mind the whole time.
Oh my god, y'all see this is crazy. Bobby's trying to gaslighting Jacob into this bullshit.
You can't tell me it was in my. You two cannot tell me it was in my mind.
I'm so sorry, Jacob. Jacob, is this what you deal with all the time? This is.
I mean, this is what we both deal with.
Jacob, yes.
And what do you deal with? A crackhead.
The same crackhead you are. The same crackhead that you are to getting banned on TikTok because you can't keep the vape down for more than 5 seconds.
In the bed, look, sir.
Y'all vaping people, y'all really are. That is a new crack. Where was I? I was somewhere recently, and I'm saying this person, y'all, and it was one of those annoying vapors. You know the ones where the vape be this big, and he was like. And he let out, it was a fucking cloud.
Oh, and they sizzle.
I was like, what?
They'd be like,
yes. I was like, what is going on? This is crazy.
So, okay, full disclosure, I had one of those in Europe because it was hard to get vapes in Europe. Baby, those things are they're too high maintenance. You have to take the thing out, put oil in the thing. It's too much. It's too much.
It's crazy that.
I was trying to minimize my carbon footprint.
because each one of those things, we got to find out the numbers on those because you can't like return them and like you have to buy a brand new one every time, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, y'all are destroying the planet.
You got it. Vapors are destroying the planet. We've already had this conversation before, where most of the pollution on the planet is actually coming from major corporations. People, individuals, households contribute such a small amount of pollution to the world, but yet they got us thinking it's us. They got us thinking we're the ones doing it, which is insane.
I think the moral of the story is we all can help.
Of course, we all can help, but but these massive corporations, these industrial plants, they're the ones who actually can really, really help.
Yeah, there may be industrial plants, but nigga, you're an industry plant. Y'all don't know this. Bob is the original industry plant.
I am. Industry baby. Bum 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 bum. Baby back, yeah, give me back, couple Grammys on me, couple blacks. How many Grammys does Lil Nas X have?
None.
2.
Oh yeah, Old Town Road. I forgot Old Town Road. Are they both Old Town Road?
I'm not sure. But he also holds the world record, I believe, for the longest.
Old Town Road. No, it was broken recently.
Was it recently?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I saw that.
Jacob, can you Google who has the longest running Billboard #1?
I think it's Rotation by Monét Exchange. I think that broke it.
That could be it. That could be it for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's
You want to guess who broke it?
And it's recent, yeah?
Yes.
Is it a man or a woman?
It is a man.
With The Weeknd?
No.
Nope.
Would I know this person?
Absolutely.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're not like us. Not like us. Wow.
Is that correct, Jacob?
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Work. That makes sense. It was a massive hit. Absolutely. I think that song won 5 Grammys.
Yeah, one song winning 5 Grammys is wild.
That is wild and incredibly impressive.
Yeah, that is really cool. What is your shirt?
So what's your Grammy you want to win? What Grammy do you want to win?
What Grammy I want to win? Either
You
for
have to set your sights and make them specific.
either for a comedy album, or I would love for best R&B album.
But which if you have to set your goals to get one, which ones? What are you going to set your goals for?
I want to be one of those people sitting at the Grammy thing, holding. You see these pictures? They'd be there with.
I don't think one of those people's ever had a bunch of those and had comedy mixed in with it though.
I mean, why can't I be the first? That's my goal.
But what are you setting your sights on though? I feel like usually when people are holding all those Grammys, it's from one project. It's like it's like a collective project. Unless does the project have comedy and R&B on the same album?
This is my goal. The same year I win my best comedy album Grammy, I'm going to win best R&B. I do music and comedy simultaneously. I think I can be the one.
I do think that focusing on one thing would probably heighten your chances, but I've never won a Grammy, so what do I know?
To you, I want to be like, I want that to be part of my story. Like this is crazy. We've never seen someone win the same year best R&B and best comedy. That would be fierce.
It would be fierce. Again, I'm going to reiterate. In my opinion, to help you get toward your Grammy, it might help to laser focus on one thing, so you can really, zone in on one thing. It's really hard to probably promote a comedy album and an R&B album simultaneously at the same time. But I do think that you would heighten your chances if you just zoned in on one particular thing. But again, I have never won a Grammy.
Yeah, not for me. I want to do both.
You think that's the best? You think that's the best method toward getting it?
I mean, we'll see. You know what? Two things will happen. Either it'll happen or it won't.
That is true.
What about you?
I don't really have any sights on the Grammys. I would like one, but I don't have like my sights set on a Grammy though.
But I mean, if you had to do a category, which one would you think you would get?
It would probably be for narrating my book, which I put a lot of thought and effort into, or it would be for comedy album. But if I had to focus on one, it'd be a comedy album for sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
When is your next special?
My next special is being filmed in New Orleans in April. And it is actually my first time ever setting foot in New Orleans.
Am I invited?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come. I'll see you a ticket link to buy a ticket. I have never once in my okay, it's fine. I have never once in my life been to New Orleans, which is kind of crazy to me.
I've been twice. I went for the Essence Festival. It's a nice city, and something else. I don't know what the other thing was. Worked Christmas. One of the tours went there one time out there.
I have performed in Shreveport and I performed in Ruston, but I've never performed in New Orleans. I've never even been to New Orleans. That's so wild to me.
New Orleans, baby.
I want to go to Baton Rouge. I just like the way it sounds.
Where is Baton Rouge in relation to New Orleans? Is it South?
I have no clue. I don't even know what New Orleans is. I'm not completely sure what Louisiana is shaped like. I'm pretty sure it looks kind of a little bit similar to Alabama. I mean, to Mississippi, but skinnier. I think it's just like a skinnier version of Mississippi. I'm almost positive.
Let me look up Louisiana.
Louisiana.
It looks like a boot. You see.
What is a boot?
Louisiana is a combat boot, whereas Italy is a cunty boot.
No, Italy is a very cunty boot.
Yeah.
Italy gives the girlies the business.
New Orleans is like down there. It's like almost at the bottom of the state.
Yeah,
I don't know. Where's Baton Rouge at?
Well, everyone knows it's at the bottom of the state.
Nigga, everyone is not me. I didn't know that.
That's how it was affected by the hurricane so badly. Because it's by the water.
Yeah, but there's also the Mississippi. I don't know if it was the Mississippi. I don't know what water.
Hurricanes don't go up rivers.
But I think because, like, for example, like when the East River caused a lot of flooding when we had Hurricane Sandy in New York. It wasn't the Atlantic. It was the East.
But the East River is right by the ocean.
Right. I don't know the makeup of this place. I don't know if the Mississippi was like. Anyway, I didn't know where it was, nigga. And
New Orleans is probably near the Mississippi River, but the hurricane was not traveling down the Mississippi River. The hurricane traveled through the Gulf of Mexico.
It's actually the Gulf of Burton. Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh my God! When I look at it in Google Maps, it does say Gulf of America now.
Yeah, it does.
How? But you know, we're gonna.
What? Say your piece.
No, I mean, I don't want to talk about. I don't talk about. I've been talking about listening to politics all day yesterday. I don't want to talk about politics.
Honestly, Google some real fucking bitches for that shit.
Well,
Apple also says maps as well.
Say it again?
What happened?
Apple also changed it on Apple Maps as well.
They bitches too. I'm gonna say it with my whole chest. There's some real bitches for that.
Oh, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Let's go there.
Isn't that where Eureka's from? No, she's from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yeah, Lady Bunny's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Oh my God, I see Johnson City is like towards the north of the state.
Yeah.
Is it a small town she's from?
I've never been, but I imagine. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and guess the population is probably 8,000 people.
That's just so random. Let's see.
That's my guess.
Y'all, we do this population thing about. Bob is obsessed with population.
It might be like 15 or 30, but I'm gonna guess 8,000.
Not even close, bitch.
What's population?
75,000.
75,000 people. Good for them. What's the population of?
Oh my God.
No, we need to move on. We need to do something else.
No, I want to ask Monet population after this break. Monet's going to give a population. We're going to take a break first. And we're back. Monet, what is the population of Las Vegas, Nevada? Because I don't know it.
You are such a sick person.
What is it? If you had to guess.
I'm going to say 800,000 people.
That's actually not far off. It is 641,000 people.
I was going to say 600, but I was like, no, maybe.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, all in the desert, just sitting in the middle of the desert.
Bob,
in the middle of the desert.
If there was one celebrity that you really wanted to fuck, if there was one person you were like, I don't care what I was doing.
Wiz Khalifa.
Work.
Wiz Khalifa. For sure.
And in this fucking, is Wiz Khalifa...
I'm slurping him off.
Oh, sucking his dick. Okay. So you don't
and
want
who
him...
is it for you?
You don't want him to bottom for you?
No.
You're just content with just a dick suck?
Mm-hmm.
Work.
How about you? Who's your one celebrity?
I don't know. Let me think. One celebrity, if I had time.
This is going to end up being our viral clip, by the way. We're going to end up on straight TikTok.
Well, I don't know who mine is, though. I'm such a hard... Who have I said I love? I feel like my friends be knowing better than me. The one I did this the other night, I could remember her name, who it was. And he said, I was like, oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, okay, the reality is this. If I had the option to hook up with...
Oh, I know who.
Go ahead.
Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams?
Oh, yes. Jesse Williams from Grey's Anatomy. He did that show on Broadway when everyone saw his dick. If I would give pretty much anything to fuck Jesse Williams.
Would you wake up in the morning and help Andy look for his vape?
Yes. Andy can take his flashlight and put it
in your eye?
Girl.
Don't do that.
Jesse Williams is, yeah.
If I actually had the option between hooking up with Daryl Stevens and Wiz Khalifa, I would probably pick Daryl Stevens. Because that's a long run. That has been going on for a really, really long time.
For me, Jesse Williams. I think Jesse Williams is one of the hottest people ever in the world.
Or if I'm...
Okay, nigga, I said one.
I know, but now I'm thinking about like people that I've longed after for a long time. And now I'm switching to Daryl Stevens. It's been so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jesse Williams for me, for sure. Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
They're always talking about the trade of the season. Who's the trade of the season, honey? Who's the trade of the season? And we're going to find out who it is today. You and me.
Yeah. But I will say this. Bob and I doing our smash list for draggers. We have a top 10 list. Bob wanted to do one per season. I think it's just top 10 overall. Because there's some seasons...
I think one per season makes it more valid and fair. But you know what? You do your thing, 21.
Our smash... I will say this. My smash list is not indicative of the trade of the season, though. Is it for you?
There might be multiple for one season for you.
Huh?
Because you might have multiple in the same season.
Not even, but I would say my smash is not necessarily the traders of the season. You know what I mean? Like the trade of the season is like the hottest one of the season. I don't think it's always the hottest one of the season, but it's just who I would smash.
Okay, and just to be clear, guys, we know that trade is used. We know what trade means. Can we just all clear it up? As Monét was, I love saying I can't say clear it up anymore. I don't even have the ability to say. It's not even a word I can even say at this point.
Because being a troll is such a foundational thing for you. You pride trolling someone above what is right and wrong and correct in the world.
You're not wrong. I literally cannot say clear it up. I always say clear it up. Even when you're not around, I say let's clear it up, honey. Clear it up. Stop.
What?
Doing that.
Why can't I eat my
It's so irritating.
Why does that irritate you?
Can you explain what it is for the people who are listening?
Monét is pouring a low sodium tahini into her hand and licking it out of the palm of her fucking hand.
Why are you mad at that?
I'm going to show you how you look.
Can you also describe it for our audio listeners?
What I said. So I'm just, I got to say, if there was anyone that I was going to do it, anyone who was going to, that's how you look to me. It's the smacking. It is the licking the palm of your hand and then going back to life as usual. Because you're still grabbing and touching stuff and licking the palm of your hand. It's the pouring. It's every part of it. And it's the fact that like 1 every 3 times you go on a tangent about how great tahini is.
Hey, I learned that twice.
1 in 3 times you do this, you're like, and by the way, here's my commercial for low sodium tahini. Like you're fucking Jamie Lee Curtis with Activia or something.
Did you know Jamie Lee Curtis is a nepo baby?
Is she?
Yes, her parents were famous Hollywood people.
You know the woman who got killed in the shower in Psycho?
That's her mom?
That's her mom.
Oh.
I was like, I had no idea. I was like, oh wow, I had no idea.
Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Okay, our smashes. I'm going from most recent to oldest. Like in terms of seasons.
Okay.
I'm going backwards. Are you?
Do your whole. To be fair,
we should go one for one.
But I didn't work on my list last night. That's why I was going to go season by season because I was doing my casting.
Okay, well, y'all, try doing something as I'm talking to this. Y'all, this is some Bob the Drag Queen ass shit. We had homework when we finished recording yesterday.
Some of us have other things going on in our lives.
Yeah, I had other things going on too, Bob, but I made time for the homework and prepare what we're going to do for the podcast.
That's debatable.
So when we let the clock, Jacob we were like, we're gonna do an episode about casting and one about our smash list.
I did my casting.
Okay, 50% is not, nigga. You're failing.
I never used to do homework though. I never did my homework ever, like ever.
That's a failing grade. 50% is a failing grade.
I only failed 1 class in high school.
Which was what?
Algebra 1.
See, we didn't have, because I went to an art school.
I had to go back as a senior and take Algebra 1 with the sophomores. Yeah,
because as I said before, y'all, my high school experience was all fucked up. We were art school. We didn't do PE. We didn't have. We did humanities, which was a mixture of social studies and English together. My school experience, which I was a little bit, it was a little janky. But honestly, I'm happy I did it the way it was. I'm a very smart person, and my life has turned out great. So you know what? It worked out well for me. Did I also tell you this?
I said, who you trying to convince? I was just being silly.
Do you know that? You tell me if you think this is appropriate. In 10th grade, this is when the revival of Rent was on Broadway, and they took us to go see Rent in 10th grade. Doesn't that feel inappropriate for 10th graders?
No, not for 10th graders, no.
It's a pretty sexually charged show.
You're in 10th grade. I don't think it's inappropriate now.
I think it's a little inappropriate. If my kid...
Also, what's the sexual charge in Rent? Like, what's so sexually charged in Rent?
La Vie Boheme.
Like, what's specifically about Rent is so sexually charged?
They show titties in La Vie Boheme.
On stage?
Yes, on stage.
I never saw Rent in theaters.
Yes, you never saw Rent in theaters? Oh my God.
No, Monét. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, come fly to New York and come see the show.
I'd never been to New York before.
Why?
Not everyone can afford to just go to New York City on a whim.
Says you.
Not everyone is also a nepo baby like you.
I'm not a nepo baby.
All our moms don't own cell phone towers.
Also, you have these kids. What was it?
Your mom owns a cell phone.
On a recent episode of the podcast, I was like, something. I was like, brokey. And Bob and I were laughing. And someone commented, I got to be honest. Monét calling people brokies on the podcast feels really inappropriate. And does anyone else feel about it? I was like, Bob really has y'all out here thinking that I'm some rich kid.
You are rich.
I did not.
You grew up rich.
Bob, I shared a bedroom. My grandmother and I shared a bedroom when I moved to New York.
We're talking about your life in St. Lucia, you know that. I also want to point out, just as a reminder, y'all, Monét's family owns the home.
Okay.
In New York City.
Okay. A lot of people
own the home.
Yeah. With me and my grandmother sharing a bed.
Monét's family added a wing to their house.
Wing is a generous word.
Y'all, how many of y'all, in the comments, Monét, did you grow up comfortable?
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There you have it. Everyone knows what it means when you grow up comfortable. Jacob, did you grow up comfortable, Jacob?
I mean, yes.
There you have it.
What does that mean?
Anyone who didn't grow up... Taylor, did you grow up comfortable? No. Yeah, that's what it is.
Taylor's lying. I went to Austin. I seen Taylor's family house. Taylor grew up the fuck comfortable. He a liar.
Jacob, Taylor said you've never been to Taylor's family's house.
Yes, I did.
Taylor said when?
For ACL, 2 years ago, nigga.
For ACL. You did not come to Taylor's family house.
But I saw pictures and videos.
Monét lies. You don't have to defend yourself. Monét lies. We know Monét lies. Monét went from going to the house to seeing pictures and videos. So we already know that Monét will start with a lie. So you don't have to. Don't waste your time on. You don't waste your time on this. Anyway, continue, Monét. Go ahead. Don't do that.
Wait, do you have your list together yet?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, we can go on. Okay, I'm starting at season 17 and working my way back. Okay, first for me, Corey King, smash.
Corey King is on my list too.
Yeah, she's a big lady. Corey King clearly. I mean, we never seen Corey like shirtless and stuff, but she clearly has a nice body. Lydia has said she has nice arms. I think Corey would be a smash. I think Corey. Yeah.
Corey is also on my list, and I just want you to know that Lydia is also on the list. I would watch Lydia and Corey.
Oh wait, so is Lydia occupying a place in the top 10, or is she honorable mention?
She's in there. They're a package deal. Corey is really the one, but this when you buy a device, then you get it upgraded.
And
you're happy to have the upgrade. Lydia and Corey are part of the package deal. They're on the list.
Word.
Together.
Word.
But she does have a spot though.
Okay. Next for me.
Would you watch Lydia and Corey? Also, is this completely inappropriate? Yes.
Probably.
Would you watch Lydia and Corey?
No, I would not watch Lydia and Corey.
You wouldn't watch?
I mean, I guess I would. But also, I want to say this. I'm saying the smash list. I would okay, there's like a few things. I've said this very much. Once you're in like friend for me, and I count a lot of these girls as friends, I would never actually have sex, but they are hot. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be clear. I don't know Lydia or Corey. You know Corey?
I don't know Corey, but I feel like I know her person.
Corey, your friend?
She's not my friend, but I just would not.
No, Corey's still fair game.
No, but at this point, no, it's not fair game. I do find Corey very attractive.
But so you're not. So which is it? Is it friends? Not friends? Is it just people you've heard of? How does this work? I would listen to out loud. These Drag Race girls are not my sisters.
I know, but you've told us that time and time again.
Are they your sisters?
Not all of them, no. Some of them are, though.
Exactly. Yeah, some of the Drag Race girls are my sisters. Drag Race girls are not my sisters. I don't even know half these hoes. I never met most of them. These are not my sisters. I do have sisters in the Drag Race world, and some of them are on this list as well.
I have some sisters on this list for sure.
Sister, be a sister.
Let's take a break and we'll talk more about these about who we gonna fuck for Drag Race.
All right.
All right, let's keep it real. A lot of us have a lot of business ideas that we think are going to be the one. I was literally just telling a friend about a wild side hustle concept I had the other day. Go with me. press-on nails you can use with your phone. Anybody? No? Well, anyway, normally I get all excited, but then I hit a wall trying to build a website until I found Wix.com. Wix is kind of like the Chat GPT of website builders. You answer a few questions about your idea and boom, Wix's AI builds a stunning functional site that looks like you hired a professional designer, if I don't say so myself. And I'm not even exaggerating. And if you're more of a I need options type, Wix has over 2,000 templates you can start from, all totally customizable. The interface is super intuitive. It's all on drag and drop, and the built-in tools are next level. Whether you're trying to sell products, book appointments, or just show off your portfolio, Wix has all the features that you need. No extra add-ons, no complicated installs, and honestly, Wix has been in the game for almost 20 years, so they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to help you build and grow your website, period. Ready to create your own website? Go to Wix.com. That's Wix.com to start building your website today. Thanks, Wix, for sponsoring our show.
Okay, listen, I know I just interrupted either me or Monét. I know. Listen. I know you wanted to watch the whole
Stop
video.
interrupting Monet. What?
Shut up, I'm talking.
A shock.
Shut up, I'm talking. Now listen, if you want to watch the full video is available. You have to go to our Patreon to watch it. Yes, honey, people pay for this content, and they're paying it so you can watch the first half for free, so you can either thank them or you can join them, quite frankly.
Yeah, so you come join us over at Patreon and see the full thing in 4K, honey. 4K
That's
quality.
right. Oh, and not only that, y'all, you're going to get to see a lot of exclusive content. Our one-woman shows, some of our stand-up specials are there. Crowd work specials are there. And also, I will fight you in the comments. If you come for me sideways, I will fight you.
And he's not playing. His shit bitch is not playing. The full trailer effect is giving.
All right, let's get back to the episode. I want to hear what we have to say.
Also, y'all, it's killing me, Bob. Bob ain't do the homework. We talking about it. Bob is like one of them kids, the teacher talking in class. Bob was like, Okay, next on my list, I have Carrie Colby. Carrie Colby is so hot. Smash.
But you're not bi.
But okay, this is someone who would make me want to be bi or pan.
Okay. Carrie has that power?
I think Carrie is insanely hot.
Work. Gang, gang. Okay.
You don't think so?
Carrie is hot. She's not on my smash list, but Carrie is very, very hot, though. That is, I feel, completely undeniable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And are there any, can I just hear any other women who are on your smash list?
No, I want to go in order.
Like in general, not just Drag Race. Like for example, like for me, Doja Cat is on the smash list.
Oh yeah, Doja Cat is on my smash. Yeah, Doja Cat is very sexy. Okay, so there's a lot of women I would like to make out with, right?
Smash, Monet. Smash list. Not hold hands and skip through a field days and drink tea with. Smash list. You the one who when I mentioned, I said we don't have to do it. You were like, you double down. No, we're gonna do it. So don't bitch out now.
Okay, Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, work. Megan Thee Stallion.
Also, Megan Thee Stallion. I feel like I would be. For what I've seen on the twerking and just I would be so
It's intimidating. It's very intimidating.
Intimidating for sure.
Very intimidating. I mean, I told you I met Megan. She is I do not let people beckon me to them. When Megan did this, I came over. I said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, how can I help you?
Yeah, Megan is a smash.
Okay, Ora Mayuri.
Really?
Is on my list. Ora Mayuri. I remember seeing Ora Mayuri in Tennessee and being like, oh, this is a hot guy. And then Ora Mayuri was on Drag Race, and I was like, still hot. Still hot.
Work. The same season, right? No.
Same season of what?
Carrie Colby. No.
Ora Mayuri was on
15,
I want to say Sasha Colby season?
15, yeah.
Is that correct, Jacob?
That is right. That is right.
Yeah, that's correct.
What was her promo look? Now I want to look it up. Hold on. This is literally the one about every rude girl again, all over again.
I know.
Ora Mayuri.
I'm looking it up too. I want to see what this bitch. Back to this bitch that had something to say about
I remember the promo look. Yeah, she had. It's like obviously a biker look. They were all wearing some form of a biker-ish or racing car look. It's like this giant coat. Yeah, it's a cute look. I like this look. Ora's got some great looks. She would have worked. Good for
Okay.
her. Good for her. Good for her.
Next on my list is because I met this queen. Before I met her, it was not a smash. Meeting her, I've said that she exudes. She's very sexy. Like she has a lot of sexy energy, and that is Utica.
Utica.
She's tall, and she's like.
When did you get into skinny guys? Used to be very anti-skinny.
But she's tall though. She's tall. Utica's tall.
How tall is she?
Utica, I don't know. She had. If I had to guess,
She gives 6'3", 6'4" energy.
yes, very that somewhere around there.
Was she flirting with you?
I don't know if she was. A challenge accepted.
Like what was she saying to you? Was she like
we're both at the watch?
Did y'all like read the Bible together?
We went to go watch Jinx in what show was Jinx in? Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh.
And she was like, "Hey," like she was. And normally I don't like a close talker. I did not mind her talking to me close. And she's like, "Hey, Monét, how you doing? Oh, you look really good. Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, you making like a lot of clothes for girls now." I was like, "Yeah, if everyone in Mason, just come to Chicago. Let me know. We can like work it out."
Is she a toucher?
Yeah, she's like touching me like right here. You know what I mean? Talking to you like you're talking and the hand is like right here. And I was like, "Oh."
Like while facing you or while next to you?
Facing me.
Facing you, grabbing you by the back of your arm.
Yeah.
Like is she like pulling you in or just like letting you keep your distance?
Just like let me keep my distance, but like just like not caressing, but like just a ginger, like you know when you like move the thumb a little bit maybe.
Yeah. How was she dressed?
She had on a button-up shirt, tight pants. Yeah.
When she said you look good, was it like, oh, you look good? Or was it like, you look good?
In the middle. Because I think I've been on my health journey, so I think she was. A lot of people have been making comments around that.
How does it? So when someone goes, "Oh my God, you look good," what energy do you get from that?
I go like, "Oh, you fat bitch, you finally lost weight. Good for you."
And someone goes, "You look good." What do you get from that?
Oh, like, wow, I can't believe this fat bitch lost that weight. You look good.
So it's always an insult. Honestly, I vibe with that. I vibe with that. Real shit. Type shit.
Okay, your
My
third
name is
one.
type shit. I'm type shit is in my head. Naomi Smalls is on the list.
Naomi Smalls is a match for everyone, though.
Yeah, Naomi Smalls is definitely on the list. I don't think anyone's shocked by this. It is obviously very clear to everyone that Naomi Smalls is easily and obviously going to be on the list. Has Naomi ever flirted with you?
No.
Have you ever flirted with Naomi?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Has Naomi ever flirted with you?
No, we've never flirted, and I've never flirted with her before either. But I do remember one time we were backstage. I've said this story before, but to the new people, you'll get to hear it. We're sitting backstage getting ready to go on and do the Bitch Perfect, and Naomi's wearing these like Daisy Duke, like tiny little jean shorts, and we're just standing back there, and then Chi Chi DeVayne just looks at her and goes, "Dang, girl, you got some good butt." It was like, she's like, "What?" She's like, you got some good butt. I bet it's good. And then Gigi was like, "Oh no, man, I'm such a top." And then later on, we were talking on the phone. She goes, "I don't know why I said that. That is not true." I love Chi was so quotable. My God, I miss Chi.
Okay, next on my
Was
list.
Naomi on your list? Was she on your list as well?
We'll get there. Maybe she is, maybe she's. I don't know.
Okay.
Next on my list was, this is a weird one for me. I don't know why. Pheromone.
So you have several women on your list.
Yeah, but it would have
your
to be
bi era.
Pheromone. Like now.
Like
Since she's.
I haven't seen her in a minute. I'm assuming she still is like Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, yes, that Pheromone for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Is there another Pheromone? I mean, she always looks the same to me. But to be fair, I have not seen Pheromone. Did she go dark on social media
Again? I know she did at one point.
I don't know. Have you ever met Pheromone?
Girl, I did a whole season of Drag Race with her. I did a tour with her.
Do you remember that little skip she did? What was her verse?
I'm love. It's crazy, right? Never ever love me, right? It's love.
That skip, that skip. When I tell you that skip sent me to the moon. To the moon that skit. It plays as like a loop in my head.
Yeah, Pheromone, we'll be on tour, and Pheromone would like stay in drag, like, and go out and like just be in drag. It'll have to be in drag Pheromone. I don't know if that's shady, but I don't want out of drag. I want in drag Pheromone. I think she's very hot.
Okay, I have Evie Oddly.
Evelyn Oddly. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do like a little, Evie likes a little, she likes a muskier finish to her scent, which I think you enjoy.
I also really love a vegan looking, lanky, I don't know if Evie has a bunch of tattoos, but a bunch of tattoos.
She has not a
really,
bunch. She has like a few.
a bunch of tattoos would really, really kick it over the edge. I mean, she's already over the edge, but that would really kick it over the edge for me.
Okay.
I think Evie Oddly is also really funny and really charming, insanely talented. And you know what Evie is? Super duper real. Evie is, y'all, Evie is real. Like she is REAL real.
She's
REEL real.
Yeah.
RIEL real.
Yeah, I agree.
RE.
All right.
Sorry for having fun. Have you ever flirted with Evie before?
No.
Me
Maybe
neither.
we did like a little flirting on All Stars 7, actually. But like just for like fun, not anything like actually flirt, like fun flirting.
So you think flirting is fun?
I do think flirting will be fun. Oh my God, especially when you're like, really single out here. I enjoy the flirting.
Were you single when you were on All Stars?
No. Oh yeah, I was single on All Stars, actually.
I don't know.
I was. Next for me was Naomi Smalls.
Naomi Smalls is
It was
always
a
going to be on the list.
Smash.
Naomi Smalls has to be on everyone's list.
For sure.
I think Naomi Smalls is on her own list. Right?
Totally. She has to be.
She has beautiful, long legs, a cute little butt.
I have
long legs. Jesus. She has a beautiful smile. She has such a friendly personality. Naomi Smalls is just great. Someone should scoop Naomi Smalls up.
I know.
And wife her.
If she wants to.
Yes, obviously. Up next, I have Tatiana.
Tatiana, really?
Yes, Tatiana for sure.
Okay.
Tatiana is very, very handsome. Tatiana is probably more aggressive than the types I like normally. I don't even know if I've ever met Tatiana, but that girl is she is a special breed of woman. That's Tatiana.
I'll tell you,
for sure.
We did one gig together in Albany, New York. We did a gig together years ago. First time meeting her. Okay, next on my list is Curtis Don Milkinson, aka Miss Fame.
Oh my God, I forgot about Miss Fame.
Miss Fame.
You know, I made Miss Fame her first pass she ever had.
I know. She was in your apartment. You told us.
Yeah,
Bob's one claim to fame.
That's my one. Fame lives in like
Sweden.
Is it Sweden now?
Yeah.
Fame is a really interesting person. Like Fame is super. She's actually really funny. Like when I've seen her host before, and she's actually genuinely quite funny. I feel like she is more interested in being like the modelly, because she's obviously very good at fashion and she's very interested in fashion. But y'all, Fame. Let me see. When do you think the last time Fame posted something online?
She did Fashion Week. She did some Fashion Week stuff recently.
Miss Fame. Her last post was on March 2nd, and this is filmed March 19th, so it was 17 days ago she posted something.
Yeah. Bob, don't tell girl, why you put a date on it? They're going to be like, they recorded this in March. Hate this podcast. Burn.
I mean, if they're saying that, they're not real siblings or cousins.
They're definitely strangers.
Yeah, definitely strangers. Definitely going to be stranger vibes for sure.
Okay.
Stranger things have happened.
Who's next for you?
Okay, for me, I'm doing mine out of order, so I have to look. I just did Lanacia Sparks.
Oh yeah, Lanacia, season 6.
She is someone who's vanished.
Let me look up how she look.
Lanacia has fully vanished. Gone.
What's her
with the
name?
wind.
What's her black? That is a black ass name. Lanacia.
Are you seeing her?
She was season 6, right? No.
She was season 6, which was Bianca's season.
She's not on the list.
Well, then, bitch, just Google her name, bitch. I don't know what you want to say.
How is she not on the cast list? She wasn't on season 6. No way.
Maybe it wasn't 6 then.
5.
I
She
don't
was
know.
5.
5.
Why I gotta be a bitch? Why I gotta be so aggressive?
I don't know why you have to be that. You just are. You actually don't have to.
She's probably so tiny. She's probably one of these short little queens.
She's not.
Oh.
Lanisha Sparks is pretty average height, I would say. I've only met Lanisha Sparks one time.
She didn't
At
Celia
Parliament House.
Cruz for her snatch game, right? I forgot about that.
It was bad. It was bad. It was big bad, actually.
Yeah, not for me, but I'm happy for you though.
Thank you for being happy for us, actually, me and Lanisha.
Next on my list, I have Milk.
Milk?
Mm-hmm.
You know Milk's real name is Dan Donegan.
Yeah, it's like a fucking comic book character.
Dan Donegan sounds like a bully on Rugrats. Like and so I was once touring with Milk and Trixie, and Trixie's name sounds like a nerd on a TV show, Brian Furcus. I'm sorry, that name is so funny. And Dan Donegan would bully Brian Furcus. Like Furcus would be like, Dan Donegan, please. He'd be like, give me your lunch money, Furcus. I love calling Trixie Furcus. Calling Trixie Furcus really sends me to the moon. Hey, Furcus.
That's so mean, Bob.
Do what? That's her name. Her name is Furcus.
Does she like being called in her name out of drag?
She never expressed me that she didn't like it.
And she has. I'm telling you, she doesn't like it. So please don't do it.
I usually call her Trixie. Sometimes I say, hey, Furcus. But for the most part, I just say, hey, Trixie. Or Trix. I say, hey, Trix.
I'm surprised Lana isn't on your list.
My list isn't over.
Oh. Okay, I said Milk. Who do you say?
Rebecca Glasscock.
Oh, yeah, Rebecca Glasscock.
Rebecca Glasscock and I were friends in New York City for a while. Rebecca Glasscock has aged like a very, very fine wine. Rebecca Glasscock is to this day still stunning.
Really?
Javier.
Not Javier.
Shout out to Javier, honey.
Screaming ahead, Javier.
Shout out to Javier. You don't have any thoughts on Rebecca Glasscock?
I think Rebecca Glasscock was hot.
Got pictures again.
I didn't see a recent picture. Does she have a social media presence?
I think her name, I think she's quit drag, so I think her name might just be Javier online. Or maybe
Her handle is Javier online?
No.
Why?
No, I think her name online might be Javier.
Oh.
Her name is Javier, _Javier _Rivera.
I can't. People with all the underscores really drive me wild.
Jacob, click the first one and scroll to the second picture. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that was 3 days ago.
Okay, Rebecca. Or Javier. Oh.
She's still supporting the girls.
Yeah, she is.
Still supporting the girl. It says,
Jacob said no.
It says, yeehaw, just 2 cowboys doing gay shit supporting my sister.
Oh, did y'all see the link? Did you watch what I sent to you and Jacob in the chat? Look at that video.
In the chat right now?
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at it. Hold on. Wait, why did you send this?
Pero Toby, y esa cosa.
Why would you send me that video?
I saw it, so you got to see it too.
Why would you do that?
I hated that, right? I hated it.
It was horrible.
I hated
it. You all know. The thumbnail is a picture of some lady, or I don't know if this is person is. I don't know if this person's gender identity, but a very femme presenting person. And then you click on it, and when you click on it, it is a dog licking its boner.
It's a huge boner.
Why would you say that?
Because someone said it to me, so I couldn't be the only one to see it.
That's insane. You're going to prison.
I know. Jacob, do you have any thoughts about that?
The video you sent, it was gross.
Oh, okay.
So You should have one more on your list.
Oh, I have
It's your last one, right?
Carmen Carrera.
Carmen Carrera.
Let me tell you something. That video, if y'all have not seen it, Carmen Carrera doing the what's that? You know what I'm talking about? The video of the last showgirl. Not the last showgirl, a showgirl. Fuck. Not coming to me at all. It's a video that Carmen Carrera did with a very prominent videographer, and it's going to come to me as soon as I type this. I found it to be so beautiful and sexually illuminating to me. I loved it.
Did it give you a Woody?
No, not give me a Woody, but I found it to be so beautiful.
Did it give you a Buzz Lightyear?
It was Stephen
Meisel.
Stephen Meisel, showgirl, Stephen Meisel, Carmen Carrera. It's so beautiful, and it's so hot. Yeah, she looks amazing in this video. This was shortly after her win. Oh, sorry. Shortly after her transition, around like a year or two after season 3.
I was like, was she continental?
Are you saying what? You saying was she?
You said her win. I was like, oh my god, was she continental? Was she Miss Continental?
But it's just so cool, and it's just her like being a showgirl in New York with like this like group of men, and she is in this thing with this and like in this thing, this glass of milk. It's just so hot.
Is it the butt cheeks clapping that's giving you the fever?
No, you'll see what it is. You'll see the one.
So right now she's walking through. You can see her. She's wearing pasties. No, she's not wearing pasties.
No,
those are just her
titties out, nipples out.
Her titties out. They're not pasties at all, actually. But she's wearing a sheer thing. So now she's like dancing on. She looks like J-Lo there.
I know.
Oh my gosh, this looks like J-Lo right there. She's wearing this like Britney Spearsian cat suit with stones all over it. Now they're throwing money at her, and she has a huge, giant yellow like feather coat, and she's on. And she's in like some sort of like a bird cage type thing. And she just keeps switching outfits. It's the same group of men. They're all wearing tuxedos. And she just keeps like walking around like tantalizing them while changing outfits. Now she's in like a bathing suit. And she's like in their laps and stuff and bouncing around. She put her titties in one of their faces and starts drinking from his glass. And now she took a man's hand and put it directly on her crotch. The man is grabbing her crotch. And then she is like on this man's lap with her head over him. And I think now her butt is in the air. She's got her butt up and she's got her titties out. And she's wearing, it's not a thong, but it's like really, really tiny underwear. And now they're spraying champagne. She's spraying champagne on them. They're spraying champagne on her. She has her tits out, but she doesn't have pasties over her titties or these appliques. And then the video ended.
So hot.
That's a very attractive video.
Right? Loved it.
The last one on my list is Lana Jarrett.
Miss Lana Jarrett.
And I didn't do them in order. It threw me out of order when you said Corey, because then I went to Corey and Lydia.
Got it.
And would Lydia make the list if Corey was on the list? I don't know. Is that shady to say? I don't know. She's not even on your list, so I guess it's not shady. But as a package deal, I just want to say Corey and Lydia are a great package deal. Of all the Drag Race couples, that's the one I would want to watch the most.
What other couples are there?
Sharon in Alaska. Do you want to watch that?
No.
You want to see Sharon Needles doing something?
No, thank you.
Vanjie and Brooke?
No.
Vanjie and Mick?
I guess. Okay.
Vanjie and okay. That was good. But Vanjie is the pass around girl of the franchise.
No, Vanjie's a smash.
So who are you gonna kick off your list and put Vanjie on?
I think it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Karma with 9 for me, so Vanjie would be number 10.
I've already said, I did 2 at once. That's why I have 10.
Yeah, Vanjie is my 10. I'll smash Vanjie for sure.
How would you feel to find out that you were on someone's list?
I'm like, oh, that's cute. Thank you.
How would you feel if you heard a list and you weren't on it?
I'm like, that's completely valid. I wouldn't be butthurt by not being on someone's list.
Okay, depending on who. Okay, let's say Utica made a list. Uh-huh. You're on the list. Would it progress to the next step?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Because Utica seems to be like the one that you're like, no, I would actually do this.
I think, yeah, Utica's the one I would actually, yes. I think that's pretty accurate. Utica's the only one I would actually want to like to hook up with.
Do you want to shoot your shot real quick?
No, I'm not interested.
That's what a weird. The way you just flip flop was crazy.
Wait, what do you mean the way I flip flop?
Like, yeah, what I would actually do. I'm actually not interested. She's ugly ass bitch.
That's not what I said. I'm not shooting my shot. Like if we're at a thing and a thing happens, that's one thing. I'm not gonna be like, hey Utica, can I please come to Chicago and fuck you, or you fuck me and we suck your dick? No,
Utica
I'm
was
not
in
gonna say that.
Chicago?
Yeah, she went to Chicago.
Damn.
No, but I found these results on search.
Mind
Utica's
your fucking
listening.
business, bitch. So Utica left her small town.
Yeah, she left her town of fucking 800 people.
Have you ever been to Utica?
New York.
Yeah, that's where she's from.
No, she's from Utica. We talked about it. She's from Utica, Indianapolis. She's not from Utica, New York.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
Oh. Indianapolis?
Or somewhere else. Indiana, sorry.
Utica, Indiana.
Utica, Minnesota.
No,
How
Indiana.
many Uticas are there?
It's Utica, Indiana, because they have a population
Wikipedia
of...
says Utica, Minnesota.
Well, she said she has a town of 800 people. The population of Utica, Indiana is 776.
Utica, Indiana has a population of 1,236. Honey, she put them on the map, honey. Honey, either you can say that and people move there, or in this short time they started making babies, honey. They started making babies, honey.
Well, Utica, Minnesota has a town. Let's put that. Maybe it is there. That population is even smaller, 266.
Girl, there are some. Have I ever told you to Google Minnesota City, Minnesota?
No.
I've performed in Minnesota City, Minnesota. Google that population, say it out loud. That'll be the last thing on the podcast. It will gag you. I performed in this town before.
Minnesota has 202 people. Minnesota City.
Minnesota City, Minnesota has 202 people.
How many people were at the show?
It was, so their school, the high school, the middle school, and the elementary school are all in one building.
They don't have another choice.
And there are only 4 classes. You're in the same class from kindergarten to 2nd grade, 3rd grade to 6th grade, or whatever. I can't remember how they split it up. But you have one teacher for 3 years.
Well, how people live like that?
Isn't that crazy?
Couldn't be me.
Well, if it had to be, it would be you.
Nope.
All right, Monét, here's to our smash list, and may you and Utica fuck like animals.
Oh God, you're so wild. Goodbye, bitch.
Bye.